Here's another view of the bridge, the old bridge, old Highway 97 bridge. Now I'm on the south side facing north. Interesting how it's unevenly painted. There's dark spots of green and light spots of green. I'm assuming the dark spots are where it's been repainted, but really couldn't say for sure. Interesting how lit up, you know, the sunshine is on that side. You can really see it pretty well. There's a story behind that thing. This is suspicious. There's like a hole in the concrete wall, so I just covered it up with steel. Guess that's one way to do it. So here's another view. Whoops. Here's another view of both of the Highway 97 bridge. The rust colored one is the new one, and the green one is the old one. Over across there, it's a metal thing. Looks like a hubcap. Somebody probably threw it down, pretended it was a frisbee. That's what sucks about littering in a place like this. There's no way anybody can go down and clean that up, so it's pretty much there forever. But once one person does it, you know, other people can copy. Next thing you know, the whole thing's filled with trash. Luckily that hasn't happened here, but you know, there's no guards here, there's no cops here, so there's nothing really to prevent people from being stupid. Okay.
Here. So, if you have a hat and you're gonna look down there, take it off.
There's some rapids down there, lit up reasonably well, partly in the shade, partly in the sun. See how right next to the wall is just almost completely straight down. Obviously, without this wall here, I wouldn't be nearly this close. So there's that little place where I was looking over to see the rapids. That gives you a little bit of a closer view without getting falling in. It's a pretty little bird. So here's that railroad bridge, still no sign of trains. And then of course the Crooked River lives up to its name, curves to the right there, to the north. I'm assuming it goes into the Deschutes River eventually, because I think the Deschutes River is ahead of us somewhere. I don't have a map with me. I'm going to turn around, look back one more time. So again, there's the two Highway 97 bridges. Obviously there's the far one is still in use by cars and trucks. I think there is technically a shoulder there for pedestrians and bicyclists to use, but with this nearer bridge you don't need that. Yeah. So here's information about the railroad that was here. Oregon Trunk Railroad Bridge. It's now the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. So this was the railroad that was built from the Columbia Gorge up the Deschutes River Canyon to here, crossing the Crooked River, obviously. It's still only single track up here. Doesn't have any routine passenger service like Amtrak. It's all just freight. Very rarely do they have a passenger excursion go this way. It's a very scenic and beautiful route, but it's the middle of nowhere, so yeah. Very sturdy bridge though. Rivets, steel, interesting arch shape. X marks the spot. Notice just like that other bridge, the diagonal, they don't line up in a straight line because they're connected to an arch down below. Here's one last look at those two bridges. I'm gonna go out here a second, take a look around. So there's that railroad bridge. There's the Crooked River down there, partly in the shade, partly in the sun. So let's see, I don't see Mount Jefferson. I don't think that's it. So there's a mountain right there. I'm not even sure which one that is. That's weird. But this close one, the one that's shaped like an upside down V, that's Black Butte. So to the left, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's Three Finger Jack. If that's Mount Washington, that could be Three Finger Jack. I'm looking at a weird angle here. Anyway, and then I think these are the Three Sisters here. I don't remember what's south of the Three Sisters. I always forget those. I don't usually go that far south. They're hard to see. Not a lot of vantage points to see them. So, yet again, the Crooked River diagonals around this way, it curves that way, and then you can't see where it goes. Just sort of disappears. Speaking of litter, you know what's really messed up? There's a bicycle down there, kid-sized bicycle. I have no idea how it could have gotten there. There's no way somebody threw it from this side. I don't know how somebody would have gotten it from that side. It's crazy. Strange place for a bicycle. But yeah, it's going to be there a while. There's no way anybody's going to get it out. Notice without the fence here, the wall, how jagged and zigzaggy and ugly the wall, what do you call it? The edge of the canyon is. The natural edge of the canyon. So that's the end of the paved walkway. There's a trail here. I have no idea how far it goes. I don't really have time to go check it out. And then here's another road. I don't know if we're allowed to park on this side or not. I don't see anybody parked there. I think it's just a turnaround. And then there's the railroad. No sign of trains. So I think that concludes my tour.